Amazing. So, welcome everyone to the official second Mystic Hearts online workshop. This is very exciting. The theme today is cosmic love, and I will explain what that means and dive in a bit more deeply once we've set up a safe space. So you can have eyes closed or open, but I would always recommend eyes closed just to bring your awareness inwards, dropping your awareness inwards. Come to a comfortable seated position, whatever that looks like for you. It would be great if you can connect the soles of your feet down to the ground, just so that we've got that connection down. Getting comfortable and just noticing before we begin how your body feels. If there's any tension, just give it a roll out. If there's any movement that needs doing. Just tuning in, welcoming yourself into the space. And when you feel ready, coming to stillness. And if it helps you, you can place your hands over your heart, or you can just have your hands resting down wherever feels comfortable. And we're just going to start taking some deep breaths, breathing in through the nose and out through the mouth. Breathing in, expanding your energy. Breathing out the day or any energy that doesn't serve us. Breathing in expansion. Breathing out fear, worry, stress, anxiety. One more time, breathing in. Breathing out, letting go of what doesn't serve us in the here and now. And bringing all of your awareness, the best you can, to your heart center, the very center of your chest. Maybe some of you can feel your heart beating, perhaps not, both are okay. And keep breathing into the center of your chest. And either imagining or just knowing there to be here in the center of your heart, this strong energy field, literally the living energy of love. And from this energy in the center of our hearts, we're going to send up a golden thread of energy and light up through our heads, out through the crown of our heads, and we're going to send it all the way up through all the different vibrational frequencies to galaxies far and beyond, connecting into the highest vibrational frequency of divine love, source, God, however you choose to connect with this highest vibrational, divinely loving frequency, source, creation. Connecting in, and then we're just going to travel back down, following that cord and that connection we've made back down through the crown of our heads, third eye, throat, back into our hearts, and just allowing that energy of source to fuse in with our own hearts and allow that loving divine source energy to flow out through our bodies. For me, it feels like little fireworks lighting up all the cells in my body. And now from the center of our hearts, we're going to send down roots, golden roots, downwards in a downward energetic flow, down through the navel, sacral, root, out through the base of the spine. And we're sending down these golden roots, down through the foundations of our homes, all the way down through the many layers of the planet, all the way down until we connect these roots into the core of Mother Earth. Getting that unconditional love, nurture, and support. And once we're connected in, just following our awareness back up through the layers of the planet, up through the base of our spine, back up into our heart, and allowing that unconditional love from Mother Earth to fuse with our own heart energy. And with the light from Source, the love from Mother Earth, and the love frequency of our own hearts, we're now going to send this outwards. You might want to imagine you're pushing it out with your hands, or perhaps just with a deep breath, sending out this golden light. 2 meters in front, either side, above, below, creating this golden shield or bubble or force feed around us. This is surrounding our physical bodies, but also our auric fields, and just making sure that there's no gaps and spaces. This is a solid 360-degree sphere of light that we've each created around ourselves individually. And we set the intention for our golden shields of light that only beings, energies, or entities with our permission, with our highest good, our love and compassion, and the highest good of all, can see us, access us, exist within this space or within us at this time, and all other beings, energies, or entities must leave immediately. So we'll now want to invite into our golden bubbles every single aspect and dimension of us. So this may be inviting in your ancestors, your guides, known or unknown, perhaps some star family, archangels, your highest self, inviting in Source from above, Mother Earth from below, and setting the intention that here in this space we each can connect to our own infinite source of cosmic love from the very center of our own hearts. And just to protect this session, protecting us, and for anyone who may watch the recording of this session through time and space, I'm creating a golden bubble of energy, protecting every soul who participates in this workshop today, making sure that we are protected 360 degrees, and again setting the intention for the golden bubble of the session that only beings, energies, and entities with our permission, with our love, our compassion, and our greatest good may see us, access us, or exist within this space or within us, and all other beings, energies, or entities must leave immediately. Inviting into the golden bubble of the session all of our guides, angels, or any spirits or beings who we are working with, who have our greatest good and love in their hearts, welcoming them all into the session bubble. Setting the intention that we are guided, protected, and that we may receive messages and guidance that are for our greatest good at this time. And we'll just take one more deep breath as a group. And so it is. And when you're ready, you can gently open your eyes, come back into the space. No rush, you can take your time. Welcoming you all back in. So now we are safe and protected. We can get cracking on the session. Just waiting for Chandrika to land back in. And I would love for us to just welcome each other in the chat, if it is available for you to just type your name and where you are, like where are you joining from, so that we can just connect with each other a little bit more. As much as I love to have the space for us all to unmute and talk and have chats, this can end up being an hour. Beautiful. Welcome, Poppy from Long Sutton, UK. Welcome, Chandrika from Boston. Welcome, Dee from New Mexico. Amazing. Welcome, Joan from West Yorkshire in the UK. Yay! Oh, it's amazing. I love that. We've got England and the US. So I'll close this. So today, the theme is cosmic love. And this is quite interesting because I chose this theme before I even did the first workshop. I planned the theme of the first few, and then it just so happened that the date landed on the new moon. I haven't been planning the dates. I've just been looking at my calendar and being like, oh yeah, that's a Sunday that would work. That's a Sunday that would work. And it's just landed on this new moon today, which is all about love and self-love and really just going into the heart and slowing down and really coming back into that truth of us, which is love. The core of us is love. I think any person, if you spoke to them long enough, you would manage to get them to admit that the core of us is love, even if we are surrounded by hate and arguments and battles. When we really come down to it, we all just want to feel love. And cosmic love is something that is not as woo-woo as it sounds, actually. I just call it cosmic love because it is the love that is maybe not, when someone says love, we might think of, oh, my children or my parents or that romantic love with my partner. But cosmic love is like the love that is beyond. It is this state of love that we all know to be true in our core, but perhaps we've just forgotten along this crazy human journey that we've been on this lifetime and past lifetimes. But it is this state of bliss, which is love that can heal all. And it can be found through going for a walk and just realizing that nature just like turns you on and you just let in all of this love and you just feel existential states of bliss. So it can come on completely randomly, and it could be a moment with your family where you haven't looked at your phone for 2 days and you're just like so present with them and just so in love. It's that real cosmic love. It's just the best way for me to describe it. It can also be found in meditative states. There are a lot of old traditions that say, the more you go in, the more that you will open yourself up. That's kind of what enlightenment is about, but I think of it more as tapping into the heart and just opening ourselves back up to that essence of love, which just feels so pure, because then all we want to do is treat ourselves with love and kindness and then treat others with love and kindness, which is what we need and what the world needs, right? So we're going to be tapping into that a little bit, and I've just got a image which I wanted to share with you because to me that just looks like cosmic love. Unfortunately, it is like an AI image, but it's a really old one. I've had it for about 8 years, and every time I look at it, I just think like, oh, that is just like a heart explosion that spans dimensions. So I wanted to share that with you. And when we think about love, true love, the cosmic love, when we're tapped into that love, it's the emotions of gratitude, contentment, acceptance, forgiveness, compassion. So a lot of the Yeshua teachings of Jesus, I'm not someone who's religious, but it's that real heart-centered teachings where we just live through the lens of compassion. So when we think about what is anti-love, well, we would think about hate, judgment, conflict, bitterness, jealousy, envy, fear. Fear is really the anti-love, because as soon as we drop into a state of fear, which is so totally normal as humans, we go bloop from the heart up into the head. And then the mind is protecting us from the fear, and that's when all of the thoughts can start streaming in and it can become overwhelming. And as someone in my past who really struggled with anxiety and mental health, it was because I wasn't able to tap into my heart. I didn't have the skills or the remembrance of knowing how to tap into my heart, because when we are in our hearts, we're not in our heads. But it's a life's work. So we'll be doing a few little exercises and things that we can do together to help us tap into the heart. So I hope you enjoy it. Let me see if there's anything else that I wrote about cosmic love. No, just that it's our true essence. And I feel like it's just come at such a beautiful time to share this. Sorry, I'm looking at your faces, but then I realized like it's not the camera, so I'm kind of flicking between the two, if you're wondering what I'm looking at. At a time in humanity where there is seemingly so much conflict, no matter what it is and no matter who you are and what you believe in, there always seems to be an enemy. So this is why coming back to love and believing in love is what to me feels like a beautiful path. Because when we are in love, then there is no conflict because we love our brothers and sisters, no matter what. So yeah, it's something that feels good and true to me. And I just invite you to see what comes up when you tap into the heart space and just open yourself up to love, to cosmic love. It may just be feeling your breath and feel how good that feels. So we're going to start off with a heart resonance breath. For this one, in the beginning, I would really recommend that you place both hands on your heart. And I like to put my left hand on my heart and then my right hand on top. And then I like to join my thumbs together. So I'm making like these little wings on my heart as well. And then again, closing down your eyes, we do really want to draw the awareness inwards. So for our heart resonance breath, we're really going to start tapping into the heart. But I also want you to remember one of the key qualities of the heart is compassion. Have compassion for yourself. If your mind is super busy right now, have compassion for your mind, trying to protect you. If your body is tired, have compassion for your body. And just have compassion for wherever you're at today. There's too much perfectionism in the world today. We're all perfect just as we are in this moment. So I invite you to start deepening your breath. If you can, in and out through your nose. And just feeling that connection between your hands, your heart, and your breath. So each time you inhale, feeling that expansion, and each time you exhale, feeling that gentle release and contraction. And in a moment, I'm going to give you the option to do a breath hold. And I know that some of you mentioned kindly in the form that you sent that you had high blood pressure. If you have any kind of issues or dis-ease around your heart, please don't hold the breath. Just continue breathing deeply in and out. It's just as powerful to breathe in and out of your heart. But for those of you who feel safe and want to, in a moment I'm going to guide you to take a deep breath in and to hold that breath for 20 seconds or for as long as you can. And after we do this, once we've exhaled, I want you to try as best you can to keep your awareness on your heartbeat rather than your thoughts. If the thoughts come in, it's okay, but just keep really kindly guiding your awareness back to your heart. And if you can't feel your heart beating, it's okay. Don't feel like you've done something wrong if you can't. But holding the breath does help. And if you're just breathing deeply in and out, maybe focusing on the breath or focusing on the movement of the hands, whatever helps you to keep the most focused on your heart. So for those of us who are doing the breath hold, let's just take one more round of breath first, breathing in, breathing out fully and completely, and breathe in as deeply as you can. Hold the breath. I'm going to let you count on your own, counting to 20 seconds, or just exhale when you need to. And keeping that awareness on the center of your chest. This is why having the hands here helps. And once you've exhaled, we're just going to be in silence for a couple of minutes so you can really tune into your heart. Keeping your awareness on your heart. And once you've exhaled, returning just to a gentle, natural breath as you keep that awareness on your heart for a couple of minutes. Keep your eyes closed. If your arms get tired, please feel free to just rest them down on your knees. You don't have to keep them on your heart, but please do if it feels good. And we're going to do some breathing with some words now. And as you're all on mute, it might feel good if you say this out loud so that you can actually, and if your hands are on your heart, as you speak, you will feel the vibration of the words under your hands. So we're going to inhale, saying, I breathe in love. And as we exhale, I breathe out fear. You can do a big exhale through the mouth if it feels good for these ones. We'll do that one again. I breathe in love. I breathe out fear. I breathe in love. I breathe out doubt. I breathe in love. I breathe out doubt. I breathe in love. I breathe out hate. I breathe in love. I breathe out hate. And now we're going to see how it feels to say, I breathe in love. I breathe out love. I breathe in love. I breathe out love. I breathe in love. I breathe out love. I am love. I breathe in love. I breathe out love. I am love. I breathe in love. I breathe out love. I am love. I breathe in love. I breathe out love. I am love. I breathe in love. I breathe out love. I am love. I breathe in love. I breathe out love. I am love. And just keeping your eyes closed for another minute or so. If your hands are on your heart, just resting them down on your lap with your palms up. This is a receivership posture where we are open to both giving and receiving energy. And now that you're breathing in love, breathing out love, and declaring that you are love, I just want you to see if you can fill your body with love. Maybe as you breathe out love, you're sending the energy down to fill your lower body. Maybe it's more that you're expanding it out in ripples and waves from your heart, filling your entire physical being with love. And once you've filled your being, want to keep expanding, sending the love into the space around you, filling the room that you're in. I breathe in love. I breathe out love. I am love. I breathe in love. I breathe out love. I am love. As within, so without. And just feeling this cosmic love pulsating from within you, all around you and surrounding you. Just taking a moment to wallow in this sensation. Just noticing how it feels for you. There's no right or wrong. It's the experience of your own heart. And when you're ready, we're going to finish this exercise and just start coming back into the body. I quite like to just rub my hands on my legs or make some gentle movements of the neck and come back in. Just take your time coming back in. And if you would like to, if you feel that you want to, you can share a word or two just about how that felt in the chat. It'd be really nice to experience that. We'll just keep it in the chat for now until we close up today. Don't feel that you have to share. Yeah, that's beautiful. I felt warm and fuzzy. Can even feel the tingling still in my hands. Very different energy while breathing out fear and love. Yeah, it's quite interesting how it changes as soon as we claim love, right? Breathing in love, breathing out love, I am love. It almost creates this really powerful force feed of love around us. But it's also it's great to breathe out the stuff that we don't want too. But I love how it changes the energy as soon as we actually claim that love for ourselves, you know, and we can feel that. So thanks for sharing that. Cozy and safe, beautiful, lighter, powerful, and strength. Yeah, I love that. Another energy and embodiment of the heart I forgot to mention is courage, right? Isn't that such a beautiful, beautiful energy of the heart? Courage. Courage to face the fear with love. Yeah, I love that. Love, love, love. So So I'm not going to go too much into the moon, um, because we can all have our own experiences with that. And there are so many different lighter after this exercise, nice. There are so many different schools of astrology that I don't like to go too deep into astrology and get too attached to it because there's so many different schools of it. So it's just like, have your own experience of it. I love following the cycles of the moon because I can see the moon in the sky. So it makes sense to me and I can feel the energies. We can see how the moon affects the tides. Um, but it is believed that this cycle of the moon after the Easter is like a coming back into the home of ourselves, which is our bodies and our hearts. After the fiery spring that comes in, you know, everything's like coming out of the ground, the sun starts showing, we can often get this big boost, but then it can also be quite frantic and leave us feeling like, oh, what on earth am I doing? All of this energy is coming, but it doesn't feel right yet. And then we are blessed now with this energy of just saying, oh, it's okay. Just come back to love. Come back into your body. I don't know if anyone else, but I felt that shift today. And it's like, oh, I want to go out and buy myself some roses and like eat some chocolate and just like massage myself. And that's the wisdom that we actually have within ourselves. We don't need someone to tell us the energies of what's going on around us. Like we can tap into that ourselves because it's different for each of us too. um but yeah, I thought that was beautiful and I was just like, yes, perfect timing for today. um but one of the practices that I do love doing on any new moon, unless it's in an eclipse, is just writing gratitude lists. I know some of us are probably really good at being grateful for things, but then it's like, it's so easy to get out of the habit of being grateful and actually communicating with someone what we're grateful for. And gratitude is just such a beautiful heart energy because when we can actually be grateful for the worst things in our lives, that's true gratitude and that's true abundance. Because when we get into that state, we realize that actually everything is abundance. No matter how awful it seems at the time, it's either coming to make us change course in our life or it's just coming to teach us something. So the more that we can drop into the gratitude of that and just be like, thank you for this awful day because I know tomorrow is going to be better. It can be even like as silly and simple as that, getting into the habit of gratitude. So I invite you, and you can just take a minute or two to think about things, but we're just going to write down 3 things that we're grateful for, and feel free to take your time. If you have a journal, great, write it down. If you don't have a journal, write it in the chat and I will save the conversation of the chat as well. And once you have written them down, it would be lovely for us to share them in the chat as well. So we've just got this circle of gratitude. And let your heart lead the way. If something feels silly, doesn't matter. Share it anyway. I will write some in the chats. Mm. Grateful for this session, friends, and a beautiful day today. Yeah. The ability to hear and speak. Yeah, right. Those human functions that we take for granted. The love of your friends, the changing of the seasons. That's beautiful. Grateful for family, friends, and life. Yeah. I'm grateful for this workshop and all of you for joining, and those who are yet to join as well. I'm really grateful for how incredibly beautiful nature is at the moment. Here in the UK, like nature is popping. And I'm also really grateful for all of the women around me. I'm really grateful to have a close knit group of women, including my mum, who are just really there for me at the moment. Um, Love in my life, home, warmth, family, friends. Isn't that beautiful? We're all like really grateful for the people around us. The ability to move, yeah. Your vibrant back garden, I love that. Taking the time to attend this workshop and give back to myself, yeah, beautiful. Really, really beautiful. And those are all such heart-centered things that we're grateful for as well. You know, we could have said more material things like my house or my car. But when you read these answers, this is the side effect of tapping into the heart. We actually go more into relationships, you know, and nature. I'm a firm believer that our relationship with nature reflects the relationship that we have with ourselves and with others. Nature I like to call as like a mirror of the divine. Even in the darkness, you know, in the winter, nature wants us to look at ourselves in that way and just be like, oh, I need to look at those parts of myself that maybe I don't want to. Yeah, so thank you all for sharing. That's really beautiful. And this is a moon that feels quite Venusian. It has that energy of self-love and self-care and desires and money and abundance. So if anyone does want to share a desire or an intention in the chat so that we can really affirm it in the group, feel free to do so. If it's something that you're going to think about, no worries. But I have found from doing this a lot and holding, and we're all women as well in this space, so it's really magical. When we share an intention in a group space like this, it just gives it like really potent power. And one of my intentions, I'll just speak this one out loud, is that I'm actually going to, in my diary, uh, book out times, random times throughout the week for like 2 hours of reading or guitar playing or woodcrafting or painting, and actually like book them in as if it's a client or a job. Because I feel like that's just, yeah, that's beauty, and it's self-love, and it's bringing beauty into life, which I feel like I really want at the moment. So that's my intention that I'm sharing for today. And no pressure, you don't have to, but if you want to share. And there will also be space and time at the end if anyone wants to unmute and share as well. My intention is to come back to myself and show myself love. I've been running on fumes for far too long, and this workshop has come at the most perfect time. Oh, I love that. Thank you for sharing that. Running on fumes, that's such a good that's such a good way of describing it. Love to feel more of the heart expansion. You got a taste of it today. Nice. It's a pretty good thing to get addicted to. Getting high on your own love supply. Intention is to continue the meditation practice I've started again after months of neglecting myself. Yeah, that's beautiful. That's a good, really nice self-care commitment. I love that. Continue with my inner connection and listening to inner messages. Yeah, that's beautiful. Trusting that inner wisdom. Trust, that's another emotion of the heart. It does start more lower down in the sacral center, just because that's where our sort of traumas and relationships begin. But trust is like when we really trust and surrender. That's rooted in the heart. When we're just like, yes, I trust, I have full faith. Being creative and being in nature, love it. Love that. Yeah, I'm all for that too. Nice. So we're going to do another little exercise. This was just going to be a quick one. This is a fun one to try in the online space as well, and it will be really interesting for whoever watches the recording of this to see what happens when they tap into it too. So I'm going to get everyone to sit like this with their hands like this, but you can either hold them up or you can rest them down if it doesn't feel comfortable holding your hands up. And then close down your eyes. And I want you to visualize, but if you're not able to visualize or you're someone that connects differently with your psychic abilities and the energy space, you may just want to imagine it, feel it, or know this to be true, that we are all sitting in a circle. And we're sitting in a circle with everyone here in this group today, but for those watching this in the recording, we will make space for you, for those that join. We're sitting in this circle. And I want you to imagine that your fingertips are touching a person to your right and a person to your left. And take a few breaths, breathing into the heart again. Seeing, feeling, or experiencing us all sitting here in this circle in the quantum realm. And in a moment, we're going to bring all of our awareness into our hearts and pass it round the circle to the right. So when you're ready, take a deep breath in, filling up that love in your heart. And as you exhale, send it to the right, send it round the circle. Thank you for that love. And this time we're going to do it again, but we're going to send it round the circle to the left. Maybe you can see who's next to you, maybe not. Maybe you can feel something, maybe not. Taking a breath in, filling up your heart, filling up our hearts with love. And exhale, send that love to the left, round the circle. Just take a few deep breaths now, in and out of your heart. Feeling the love of the circle. We've created this infinite loop of love, out from us and back to us, giving and receiving simultaneously. And internally, just take a moment of saying thank you for everyone who shared their love with you in the circle. And we're going to stop touching our hands together now, and you can just place your hands back on your body. Enjoying this love for as long as you like. But when you feel that you want to consciously come back into the 3D space, you can slowly open your eyes. I'd love to know how it felt. We can share at the end maybe, but there was some electric love in that circle. Thank you all for participating in that. And I know, Chandrika, you asked before the recording was rolling, what is quantum work and what is the quantum field? Well, it's that, you know, where we can actually share energy when we're on different sides of the world. In the quantum field, we are tapping into a field of energy that connects living beings and it connects nature. So hopefully that gave you a little bit of a sense of it. Sometimes if we don't experience that, it can be because we're just a bit afraid, or we're just like not open to it as well. So all of these practices can take time to get used to. So before we have an opportunity for sharing, I'm gonna pull a card for us. These are my angel oracle cards. This is just going to be a group card pull for the energy of us here. So I'm calling upon the angel oracle deck, asking for a crystal clear and concise message that will resonate with each of us on a heart and soul level. That is for the greatest good of each of us and the greatest good of all. Whoa, that one jumped out. Let's see. These ones have quite simple messages. Oh, oh, that's really, really beautiful. So the card is called Earth Angel, and it says, "You are a light worker who has come to Earth to teach about love." Let me try and get it in front of my face and it's like this beautiful angelic woman. She's like holding an orb of butterflies as well, and she's got wings. And I think I'll send a photo of this because my Zoom is a bit weird with the focusing in and out. I think it's because my face is in it. We'll go like that. I'll send you a photo. There's not many of these cards that are actually connected to love either, so that's really beautiful. But yeah, she's holding this golden orb which has butterflies in it, and I just see that as like the golden orbs that we created for ourselves. Also, butterflies are my spirit animals, and we had those wings around our hearts as well, the butterfly wings in our hearts. Really beautiful. I'll read the message of these cards because they're not very long. I like them because they just get straight to the point. She looks kind of like elven as well. She's wearing like an elven, which has that earth, really earthy feel to it. So let's have a look. Earth Angel, where are you? 40. Earth Angel, you're a light worker who has come to the earth to teach about love. So this is relevant for everyone here in this space and also anyone who watches the recording. This message is meant for you. This card comes to you in response to your question about your life's purpose. The answer is to teach about love. You fulfill this task whenever you're centered, serene, and loving, as that's when you're a role model of divine peace. You needn't say a word, write a book, or work as a healer in order to positively affect others. You merely need to be loving and compassionate in your interactions with others. I swear I did not pick this card. Those who are peaceful teach about peace, which is the expression of divine love on earth. You also received this card to help you cope with maybe alienation issues, which means feeling different from others or that you don't belong. As an earth angel, this may be one of your first human incarnations, but don't worry, for you're never truly alone. The angels are always with you, guiding, loving, and unconditionally accepting you as you are. There are also other earth angels living among you who have similar backgrounds and experiences as your own. Ask your guardian angels to connect you with like-minded friends, and they will. The key to teaching about love is to first feel it for yourself and your life. Take a pad of paper or open a blank Word document on your computer and write down everything you can think of under the heading, What I Love About Myself. Wow. It's pretty much every word that we've said in this workshop today came up in that card. I'll send you all a photo of both the book and the card so we can read that. Wow, that's talk about a crystal clear message with the workshop on love and saying that we all are here to embody love and teach love. Okay. All right then. Perfect. So I would love to give anyone an opportunity to share if they want to. You don't have to. Just before we close up, you can just unmute yourself and share if you want to. And if you don't want to be on camera, you can turn your camera off. But it's lovely to see your beautiful faces.
I'll speak if that's okay.
Yeah, of course.
So I haven't I used to I first met Chloe but nearly 3 years ago at a circle in London. I attended one of your circles, and at that point in my life I was really connected to myself. That actually inspired me to do women's circles, and I was at a point in my life in like 2022 through to 2023. I was so connected to something that I was just so connected to myself and to nature and just to everything. And it was a beautiful, beautiful time. And then a bunch of really stressful stuff happened. And it feels like something has been severed. Like I have no connection to my womb space. I have no connection to it. And I think because I've experienced what it feels like to be connected, I'm trying to get back to it. And I was having my moon bath this evening, and I'd received the email about this workshop, and I saw it this morning, and I was like, oh, that's interesting, because last night I was journaling about how Sunday, tomorrow, I forgot it was a new moon, that I was going to focus on self-love, giving back to myself, and just taking care of myself. I didn't have any of this planned at all. And I was like, no, I was in the bath and I'm like, I'm gonna do this workshop, because it felt right and it was meant to happen. And yeah, I'm so glad that I joined. I'm so happy. And I think it's about like actually giving back to you, isn't it? And I've done that, and it was completely unplanned, but obviously it was planned in a higher place. But it's sorry, I'm waffling, but it was just, yeah, I feel very happy right now, and I'm just really glad that I did this.
Oh, thank you so much for sharing, and welcome home to your heart. And you know what? It's like, it's totally normal for us to lose the connection and go off track and go down a completely different path and then be like, hang on a minute. It's time to come home again. Totally normal. But yeah, it's so lovely to connect with you and have you here. So thank you. Would anyone else like to share? You can also just share what you experienced, like in any of the practices, or if there's just anything that you wish to say. I'd love to know what. Oh, yeah, Joan is unmuted. Thank you.
No, that's exactly what I want to say. Thank you to everyone. I had no idea what to expect when I joined this evening. No idea. And when we were sitting in our circle and we were touching fingers and we were connected, and I was sending love out, and then suddenly I thought, I'm not just sending out, I'm getting love in too. And that just felt wonderful because I think with a lot of the things that we do and when we meditate and things, we're very focused on must send everything out into the world and provide for everyone, as I think women do. I've got to send all this love out. And suddenly to realize, wow, these women who I've never met before are sending me love. It was just absolutely overwhelming. I could have cried. So I just want to say thank you all so much. And I'm just like Poppy, I'm just so happy that I'm here this evening. Thank you.
Oh, thank you, Joan. Yeah, and isn't it beautiful? And that's why we set up the safe space in the beginning. So all of that divine loving energy is protected. It's protected. There'll be no interference. But yeah, I found that really beautiful as well. Like feeling that energy, it was like a lightning pulse of love going around the circle. Yeah, thank you. Thank you for being here. If you don't want to share, if you want to write something in the chat, feel free to do so. If anyone does want to share, like at any time, you can come off the mic. We're going to go a few minutes over, so sorry about that. Those in the UK, I know it's quite late. But yeah, I'll just keep talking, and if anyone feels that they want to share something, just unmute and interrupt me. That's fine. Um, so yeah, the next workshop will be on the 18th of May. So that's in 3 weeks' time because May is a bit awkward for me. It's always going to be on a Sunday at 8 p.m. UK. It's just the day that the week that it lands on will be different each month just because it depends on what I've got coming up. So it'll be on Sunday the 18th of May. I'm not telling you the theme yet. That is to be released. Um, and as a thank you for everyone for joining today, I will give you a 10% discount code that you can use on any of my services. So I will write that in the chat, and this goes for anyone that is watching the recording as well. And I will put my website in there as well. And so the code for anyone who's watching the recording is love10 in capitals. And my website is heartfulhealing.uk. So that's just a little thank you, a gift. And then also something that I'm doing as well is to help other people who help me. So again, it's this like giving and receiving the love is if anyone wants to share the work that I do, so any of the services, if they actually refer me to someone who buys a service or a package, I will give 10% of the profits to that person who referred. Yeah, so that can be anything from a £50 service up to like 1.5 grand for a mentorship. So you can see how different the scale of the 10% would be from £5 to like 150. So yeah, if that's something that interests you, you can just email me separately and I can talk to you about that. But I just wanted to share that because my best clients are always word of mouth. I don't really like paying my money into Facebook or Instagram for advertising. I'd much rather pay people who I care about and who I know will actually need the money, right? So that's that. What else? What else? What else? No, I think that's it. I will send an email tomorrow with a copy of the recording. So if you know of anyone also who would benefit from this workshop, you can just send them the recording and it's free. And make sure, obviously it's late now for those in the UK, if you can just drink like a small glass of water, maybe with a little bit of salt in it, just to hydrate you. And tomorrow, drink lots of water, because you might feel a little bit dehydrated, a little bit like headachy, because when we work in the quantum field, it's dehydrating because we're expanding our energy. It's like if you go to a sound bath or experience sound healing, it's the same thing. We're changing the vibration of our bodies internally, and we're like 80% water or something like that. So yeah, we need to pour the water back in. Please try not to, and this is really important, like drink any alcohol for at least 24 hours, because we've expanded our energy fields, and if we drink alcohol, it will just drop. It will just like drop that energy field down now. So we want to keep that protection around us. If you can, eat lovely fruits and nourishing foods. Get plenty of rest. If you experience anything weird or strange, please email me. I will always be here to support you. Thank you. Yeah, I'm so grateful that you all joined. It's such a lovely little group and just so nice to connect with you all. I love doing these workshops. Thank you. And just before we finish the space, if anyone has questions or anything they want to share, I'll just give you another 30 seconds, and then I'll just need to close down the space as well. So we close down the space safely. So much love to you too. Awesome. Yeah, so just stay hydrated, get a rest. Give yourself some love. If you feel like it, buy yourself some flowers. That's something I really love doing. I always used to think that was really weird to do that, and now I'm like, yes, it's so good. So if you want to, if it feels good, just closing down your eyes, taking a deep breath in through your nose, out through your mouth. And I'm just going to ask all of us and every aspect of us, our ancestors, our guides, angels, Source and Gaia, to step out of the session bubble that I created at the start today, leaving only energy that is not of service of our highest good and the highest good of all. And I'm just going to bring down the bubble that's protecting the session all the way down so that it fits inside my hands here, and releasing with it any attachments or any unwanted energy that is not of service to us. And I'm just going to give back, either sending it back to Source or for it to never return here again. Free will universe, removing the session bubble safely. And we can keep our bubbles around us for as long as we like. And I just want to take a moment to thank each and every one of you, thanking all of our guides, thanking angels, gods, goddesses, our kind, loving ancestors who are here to support us today, thanking Source, thanking Mother Earth, and most importantly, thanking that divine cosmic love, that creative source of all. Thank you so, so much, everyone. Big, big love from my heart to yours. And that's why I'm wearing green as well, because green is just like love to me. It's like nature, love. So thank you. Mwah. I look forward to connecting with you all again soon, and just have the most beautiful week as well. And may this new moon cycle bless you in unimaginable ways. Bye.
Bye.
Bye.